Look at doing the single arm row, an exercise for the back, using the latissimus dorsi, those big back muscles, also using the biceps. What you want to make sure of is that you get the back angle correct. So it doesn't really matter if you're angled slightly up from the hip to the shoulder or if you're completely flat. What wants to be the case is that your back stays in a nice consistent shape. So we're trying to avoid being hunched over and rounded, and we're trying to avoid being arched the other way. So we're looking for a fairly natural back curve. You might put your hand on the table to help create that shape. It might be that you're on something slightly higher, but again, still trying to make sure that you hinge forward from the hip and keep the back nice and flat, even if the angle is slightly steeper. Bringing in the weight. So establish your position, feet nice and braced, hand bearing a little bit of the weight so that you're able to be hinged over without falling forward. Brace that weight so that the shoulders on both sides are at the same height. You don't want to be pulled down on one side. Nice and braced, and then keeping the elbow close to the side of the body, we want to pull that elbow towards the ceiling. On the way down, don't let that weight pull you too far towards the floor. You don't want to end up getting drawn down by the weight. Steady, back to full extension at the elbow, and then strong to the top. If you don't really feel like you have a sweet spot to kind of balance on, you can do this exercise by just kind of leaning your forearm forward onto the front leg. That means you're in this kind of split stance where this foot out to the back and to the side is creating stability, but also enough space for the weight to sit into. And that front arm, that forearm sits on the front knee, strong, trying to brace that body so that we've still got a fairly straight back, and then we're creating enough space to perform that movement again. Single arm row.